recent years, there has been a lot of controversy over how advisors get compensated for the advice that they provide. Within our firm, for over 30 years, we have suggested to clients that their overall cost, direct and indirect, should be probably somewhere in the 1% range or lower. That includes the cost of the underlying mutual fund investments on an annual basis, as well as what the advisor receives. By industry standards, that's extremely low. Oftentimes, we get referred to a new client. That client comes into us because they're dissatisfied with the advice that they're receiving and the cost for the advice. When we drill down, we're seeing some interesting statistics today. First, when I ask clients, how much are you paying the other advisor? They'll typically tell me 1%, 1.25%, 1.5%, in some cases maybe 2%. Well, I ask them, is that your total cost? And they say, sure, that's the total cost. Upon further analysis of their statements, what we find is that that's the portion of the fee that they're paying to the advisor and the firm that they're affiliated with. Historically, that's 1 to 2%. But when we drill down in and take a look at the underlying investments, if they're using mutual funds, there's an additional layer of fees that they don't see. And those fees typically are somewhere in the vicinity of 0.80% to 1.2% a year, on top of what the advisor is billing them directly. So, in the end, that client ends up spending 2 to maybe 3% a year in fees. And fees can dramatically affect performance. It's no wonder that they're underperforming the broad markets. There's too much coming out. So when I sit down with clients, we like to walk through, here's where you are, here's what it costs you directly and indirectly. It shouldn't cost you 2 to 3% to get the advice that you need. I hope this is helpful.